Happy Fragrant Friday, fraghead. Hey everybody, this is Ben here at That Cologne Guy, coming at you with a new, damn straight, review. Happy New Year to you. We finally made it to 2022. Let's hope this year is better than the last. May 2022 be all that you want it to be. Thank you for checking out my episode. I really appreciate it. And before I dive in on the review for this fragrance, let me quickly say yet again, since last Friday, we have had just an absolute explosion of new subscribers. If you haven't already, make sure you smash that subscribe button. It really, really helps. And make sure you leave a comment down below. That also really helps as well. And one thing I want you to do, usually I ask for your scent of the day if you just simply don't have much to say about this fragrance. So you could do that. You could leave me your scent of the day, or you could also let me know what fragrance you wear around the house when you're in your casual attire. You know you won't be going out. You know no one's coming over, but you just want a little fragrance on. This is one of the ones I reach for in those circumstances. So let us know. Also, give us a like. That really helps out a lot. And finally, new content every single Friday. So make sure you forward this on to your fellow frag heads. I really appreciate that. And again, if you're new, make sure you check out the channel trailer. And bottom line is, for every review I do, I give a 5 spray rating. And the number of sprays I give, I actually put on myself at the end of the review. I have usually a quite cheeky, as they say in England, bonus feature at the end. And I just enjoy wishing you a wonderful weekend. And I love what I do. I love wearing fragrance. I love evaluating them, critiquing them, talking about them, and commenting with you throughout the week. Okay, so let's dive in, shall we? When it comes to Guess Seductive Homme Bleu, the one thing I want to say for the name is Guess is the house, and of course you probably associate that with a clothing market directed towards younger adults. So we're looking at, or even youth. So we're looking at kind of middle school, high school, college. That's my take on it anyway. When I think of Guess, I think of clothes, and I think of clothing marketing towards the younger crowd. And this fragrance actually aligns quite well with that style of marketing. So that is the house. And then the name is one that's kind of funny because it's Guess Seductive Homme Bleu. And so it's a flanker of Guess Seductive Homme. If you follow my channel, you know that I have talked a lot about this one in top 10 lists. And for many episodes, I said Seduction Blue. So maybe we should have a drinking game for every single time I say seduction in this episode. But because I've said that, I probably won't slip now. Guess Seductive Homme Bleu. This is a 2012 release by Guillaume Flavigny is the nose. It's Flavigny, and I think that's Flavigny, if I'm not mistaken, in French. Guillaume Flavigny is the nose behind this release. 2012 Woody Aquatic. So when it comes to the bottle, you can see here, here's the story. I traded for this one. You might be saying to yourself, okay, if he's saying Guess is directed towards the younger crowd and this falls in line with that, then why in God's name are you wearing this fragrance? So here's the reason. I went to Fragrantica once and I swapped a couple of fragrances that I had for 2 fragrances that he had, and this was the second one. This was kind of the throw-in in the deal. I readily admit that this is something I probably wouldn't have bought myself. I'm not really the target audience for this fragrance. It is more youthful. But I have to say, I've really enjoyed it. And as I've said, during the pandemic, this is the one I reach for a lot. In fact, I'm reviewing it now because I don't have a ton left. I'm reviewing it now because I do enjoy wearing this one around the house in casual attire when I know probably no one's going to stop by. I'm just wearing fragrance because, like you, I wear fragrance every single day. So So that is the story behind why I have it. Unfortunately, because I don't have the box, though, I don't have a batch code. So I don't have too much to say. I mean, the bottle is quite nice, but I don't really have too much to say on the batch code, and I apologize for that. Now, when it comes to the atomizer, I actually really like the atomizer a lot. It does quite well. Let's see if we can do a good spray here. Oh yeah, quite nice. A lot comes out. Very well done on the atomizer. My only complaint would be, and you can kind of see it already, my only complaint would be, see how the blue has chipped off when it gets a little bit wet. And then you'll see, you can't see it now, but there'll be little flakes sometimes on your bathroom counter. And that's a little annoying, to be honest with you. You can see it's kind of flaked off. A little cheap, but I mean, it is a cheapie. So, right, what can you expect? This one has also come up on my top 10 lists. If you follow my channel, you know that most of my top 10s are not like 10, 9, 8, 7. I don't really like that. I like to do it more by categories. And one of the categories I have, for example, let's say when I did my St. Valentine's Day top 10, one of the categories was best gift to give, of course. And one of the categories in that one was by age. So I would say like best gift if the man in your life is over 40 or whatever, 20 to 39. And then, of course, one category is the teenagers. This is what I would choose when I think of giving a teenager. I would even say something like 16 to 22 range for this, a gift. It's inexpensive. It smells really, really nice. And it's just, you know what I think of? I think of the middle schooler who's blasting Axe, right? Your whole house is just an Axe bomb. He goes to middle school, way too much Axe on, before, after, gym, everything, okay? And then he's going to graduate from Axe onto the world of non-Axe fragrances. I actually do like, in fact, I've reviewed an Axe. Can you say the same thing? So I'm not, I'm not breaking on Axe by any means, but I will say this is kind of something I would imagine would be the normal path to go from Axe to start off with around 12, 13, 14, 15 on to the world of fragrance. This would be something that I would point to. It has a very 16 to 22 youthful quality to it. And that is not to slight it by any means. It's very, very nice. It has its limitations, but very few people would dislike this fragrance, and it doesn't project way too much. It's kind of hard to over apply. There's a lot of good here. I just don't know if I'm the target audience, and I can't say I'd probably, once this bottle's out, I don't know that I would buy another bottle of the fragrance itself, and I'll have more to say on that in just a little bit. So let's get to the notes. When it comes to the notes, in the top notes you get cardamom. Here's what I got. I got cardamom, a little bit of black pepper, and then I want you to know I looked on Fragrantica, so I would not have picked this up, but in the top notes is caviar. So that's an interesting thing. In the mid notes you've got C notes and geranium. And then in the base notes is the real home run for me. The real success of this fragrance is the base notes, because you have cashmere wood, sand, and moss. So this is a woody aquatic, of course, and so the aquatic nature of this fragrance is the real success here. What you're looking at is caviar, sea notes, sand, and moss. How many fragrances in your collection can you say have that combination? Okay, you have to give them that. Okay, it smells nice. It's not the most memorable fragrance in the world, but it is unique enough, and I do appreciate where they were going with the aquatic notes here a lot. And then I love how it mixes with the cashmere wood. It's a compliment getter. I have gotten a fair amount of unsolicited compliments from this fragrance, and I have many fragrances that have garnered me 0 compliments. So it's perfect for like the date night scent for the teenagers. So those are the notes. But really, for me, it's the combination of the aquatic notes, caviar, sea notes, sand, moss, mixed with cashmere wood and just a touch of cardamom at the top. And I really, really like that about this fragrance. So those are the notes with this fragrance. Now, when you're looking at longevity and projection and sillage, I mean, it is a cheapie, and you're going to get what you pay for. You're looking at about 4 to 6 hours on longevity here. I would have liked more. It does settle down. Now, the good news again, though, for the parents out there who have kids wearing, rocking Axe all over the house, this is not a headache-inducing fragrance. As I said, it's difficult to over apply. So it would be perfect for dates, right? Because 4 to 6 hours, you're going to go watch a movie, then go out for dinner, bowling, whatever you have. You're looking at about a 6-7 hour time there, and that would be perfect because that's when this is starting to run out of steam. When it comes to projection, it's about an arm's length away for the first 2 hours, and then it really starts to settle down with each 15-minute increment. You get closer and closer to the skin. If you really if you were going to like a high school dance, something like that, a prom, and wanted to get noticed or wanted your date to smell you throughout the night, you'd want to apply on clothes. So, and then sillage, again, sillage is rather weak. Moderate at best. So if you go somewhere like a high school dance and you don't have a date and you're walking by hoping to get noticed, probably not going to happen after the 2nd hour mark unless you again apply to hair and or clothes. So just a little word to the wise on that one. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about age then. This is the epitome of 16 to 22. I have said it before. I'm going to say it again. I have a daughter, but if I had a son, this would probably be something like I would give when he got his driver's license or got his braces off. It's a fun, whimsical, fresh, youthful, spirited fragrance. And so what's not to like about that? And I like the fact that it's just unique enough to stand out from other fragrances. Plus it won't break the bank, so if he doesn't like it, then you can just wear it around the house like I do. So I think of getting braces off. I think of high school dances. I think of driver's license, first date where you're driving the car, right? I think of high school prom, and I think up even on into the college years. I think beyond that, though, I don't know too many guys that would be wearing the fragrance for this over 25. Now, the reason why I kept saying the fragrance, I noticed you can get this for about $20-25. 100 milliliter, 3.4 ounce. That's fantastic. And then what I would say is for about another $10, you can get the gift set, which includes the shower gel and the deodorant body spray. So I actually am a fan of the shower gel. I think this would be a great pick if you could just get the shower gel itself. What I've noticed is it typically is only combined in the gift set. But if you saw the shower gel and the bottle along with the deodorant body spray, that would be a fantastic gift. It's I'm a week late for the stocking stuffer, but it would be a fantastic gift to give a teenager because I like the combination. I personally would absolutely entertain the idea of getting the shower gel. I would love the shower gel for this. It is going to be probably a one and done for me, as I've said, but the shower gel would be outstanding. It really does smell nice, and for $30 that you can get a deodorant body spray, a shower gel, and a full bottle of cologne, you could do much, much worse. Typically, this is found at Target, things like that, but you can get it online. And like I said, for about a $20 bill, just this, and for $10 more, you can get the gift set. Absolutely worth it, especially I just think need to know your target audience. So I'm going to say because of all the notes involved, there is geranium, but it's not really a feminine touch by any means. So I'm going to say 85-15 on this, in the sense that people who actually own it, wear it, wanted it, signature scent, you're going to see 85% young men and 15% on the women's side. So this is definitely more masculine. It's quite masculine, and I would just call it masculine youthful. So I'm going to go 85-15 on gender and 16 to 22 on the age bracket. Now, as far as the time of year, the season, I'm going to say this is definitely, well, it's blue, right? So, I mean, there's the proof is in the proverbial pudding, because this is going to be a summer, spring. It won't get too cloying. In the extreme heat, though, I think instead of 4 to 6, you might even get like 3 to 4 hours on longevity. If you are in a very hot climate and have this, I would say definitely be prepared to spray on your clothes. Okay, so let's take a look at event. To me, this is another fragrance that is more limited by age than it is event. You could wear this anywhere, any place, anytime. You could wear it to the office. You could wear it to school. You could wear it to a high school dance. You could wear it to a night out, date night out. This is a highly versatile fragrance as long as you know the target audience. So this is really be perfect for 365 days a year. I have a lot of subscribers who have single digit bottles of fragrance in their collection, whether it be one bottle, which I did for many years. I had one bottle and I would go to the last spray, and then I would scout out my next one, and I would dutifully buy my next bottle of cologne that would last me the entire year. So I know what it's like just to have one, and I have many subscribers who have 9 or fewer. So if you're in that, if you're not the, event season type of person, you're like, dude, I just tell me what works. I just want to get compliments from the ladies. Then this would certainly do it for a lot of you. So there you have it. That is Guess Seductive Homme Blue. So much for my drinking game, because I said if I said seduction for every time, you guys could take a drink, but I don't think I slipped. So I finally got the name right. I had talked about reviewing this one for quite some time. As you can see, I'm almost out of the juice, and it was just time to do it. Okay, so it's time to give the rating. When it comes to Guess Seductive Homme Blue, I'm going to give this one a 3 out of 5. And how I do it in my system is a 1 and a 2 means definitely, in fact, not only will I not get it again, I might even just trade it out, don't even want it. And then 3 kind of depends. 4 and 5, I definitely want it, keep it, get another bottle. And throughout the week, I really gravitate toward the 4s and 5s. I can't wait to wear them each morning. This one is easily a 3. And it's a 3 that I have thoroughly enjoyed wearing, but I wouldn't add it to my own collection for the reasons that I've mentioned earlier. I really like it. When I hit the last spray, though, I will move on from it. That said, like I said, if you are really on a budget and you don't have hundreds of dollars to spend on multiple or even just one fragrance for a $20 bill, pretty much outstanding, really. And I personally love the cashmere wood mixed with all of the aquatic notes. Again, come on, caviar, sand. How many fragrances have a sand note in them? Give them that. Okay, sand, moss, caviar, sea notes, aquatic notes abound, and I love the combination with the cashmere wood with the sprinkling of cardamom at the beginning. I don't get too much citrus at the beginning, to be honest with you, and a little black pepper. I have to say, I know citrus notes is listed in the top notes. I get more cardamom for me. So, absolutely enjoyed it. 3 sprays, 3 out of 5 for that cologne guy. Guessed Seductive Homme Blue 2012 Woody Aquatic. Guess is the house, and Guillaume Flavny is the nose. Let's do this. Boom. Boom. And all right, there you have it, folks. Another review by the boards. I have really enjoyed this one. I talked about it. It's made a few of my top 10 lists, and it was time to give it the full review that it deserves. I hope you're doing well. Stay safe, and always remember, fragrance marks the celebration of today. Take care, everybody. So, And interesting to know, by the way, I have had caviar. I have had caviar once in my life because I was chosen with my friend Kevin. We were chosen by KLM Airlines at random to be moved to business class. This has been a long time ago, but we were chosen at random to be put into business class, and then they had a comedian during the entire flight back from Europe. And they gave us all the food we could want, gifts, I mean, caviar, scotch, you name it. And they put it in a commercial. So if you've made it 10 minutes into this episode and you really want to see that, I will put the link in the description to the KLM commercial. And I think if I remember correctly, I appear a few times, but it was more, I think the one was at the 55 to 60 second mark. And then my bald-headed friend Kevin actually is the star of the commercial, as right he should be. He's an awesome guy. So enjoy that commercial. It's in the link in the description box.